Comedy in the COVID. That's what we're doing. We're trying, man. This is great. I love doing comedy. I've done comedy maybe a handful of times in the past 8 months, so this might go terrible for me. I'm not gonna lie. This might be the worst hosting set you've ever seen in your life. I'm gonna pre-apologize. I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't know if I'm gonna remember any of my jokes. I'm from the great state of New York. We don't have comedy. Comedy's illegal. We can't even be indoors. I started an outhouse business. I'm killing it right now, you guys. People are shitting outside in New York. It is bad. It's the end times. COVID's such a great excuse though, man. You use it for anything. Everybody does. Businesses use it all the time. You can use it in your life to solve complex issues. You know? See business all the time, they're like, sorry, we're closed, COVID. Sorry, you're not getting your Amazon package on time, COVID. Sorry, son, you're out of the family, COVID. You're a shitty kid anyway, but you know, now we have the opportunity to finally get rid of you after 37 years. Country's so divided on things like masks, too. It's like, I don't care, I'll do whatever. I'll just follow the rules. I'm not a rule breaker. I'll just do whatever. So, me and my friends, we did this show in Warren, Pennsylvania, population of 9,000. And we strolled in, we had our masks on, because we don't know, we don't know what the protocol is. As soon as we walk in, we get a 1,000 eye rolls, just like, ugh. Bunch of maskers just walked in. Maskers? Just gonna call us a name? They're so angry too, like, I heard one of them say, yeah, you might not catch COVID with that mask, but you will catch these hands. Watch it. Pennsylvania. People say some dumb shit like that all the time, man. I was at work the other day. I was working a temp job. So that's the type of job you can get when you can't pass a drug test. And I was up on a ladder, and I'm doing ladder stuff, and it's a real bajankety ladder. Like, it's got like 3 feet, and the 4th foot is just a rock with duct tape around the leg, And I get off the ladder, and behind me, this new kid just runs up. I'm like, hey, dude, be careful. You can really hurt yourself on that thing. Looks me dead in the eyes like, oh, don't worry. Not my first rodeo. Like, of ladders? And I was like, that's a dumb fucking thing to say. When I thought about it, I'm like, man, are rodeos the only thing where you do it once, and now you're an expert at it? You know what I mean? Like, you go to your first rodeo and you're like, today we ride! You hop on a bull, it tosses you 1,000 feet in the air, you land, dust yourself off, you're like, you know what, I think I'm going pro. Yeah, I think I'm ready. Honey, dust off my will, I'm going on tour with these guys. I travel a lot for comedy, I'm super happy to be here. Last time I was traveling, I traveled all the way to California. I traveled there in a van. I was sleeping in a van. I was living in a van. I feel like you guys knew that already just by looking at me. You're like, yeah, this checks out completely. But I was worried. I was like, man, when did it happen when I get there? Are these people going to be cool with me sleeping and living in a van? And I got there, I got out, there's 1,000 other dudes who look exactly like me living in their vehicles. It's like, did I die? Am I in some kind of vagabond afterlife right now? What happened? My check engine light came on, I was like, oh no, Hotel California is real, I'm never getting out of here. It's a real thing. If I'm not traveling, I'm from Buffalo, New York. Hold your applause, I know. I live in what's known as a juggalo neighborhood. If you don't know what that looks like, it's a lot of basketball shorts with leather jacket combinations at the same time. There's a gas station by my house, locally owned, independently owned gas station, selling crack pipes. Crack pipes, you believe that? Now, regardless of how you feel about that, you kind of got to applaud these crackheads for shopping local, you know what I mean? Like, Not saying they're going to take down Amazon, but they're kind of real American heroes. This is a grassroots project I can get behind. I don't know. I think all drugs should be legal. Everything. Every last one of them. You know what I mean? Everything from weed to glue. Just make it legal across the board. And if for nothing else, so I can stop buying my drugs from a dude with a whack-ass nickname. If you're a drug dealer, don't call yourself Mr. Skittles. If your name is already Isaac. You already have a cool drug dealer name. I want that name. My name's Brian. That's the name you give your kid when you're not sure if you're going to keep it or not. I'm this Brian with a Y, now you got to homeschool a little son of a bitch, you know? Kids are such a disappointment, man. It's not even their fault either, it's the parents' fault. Because they have all these unrealistic expectations for their kid, you know? Kid will be like 6 years old, and they just throw him a soccer ball. They're like, here you go. You play soccer now. Kid's like, I do? I don't feel like I play soccer. My parents made me join band because they owned a trumpet already. Criteria. They're like, I don't know, go be Miles Davis. I'm like, it doesn't work like that. And I sucked at it. My teacher would let me know all the time in front of class. She'd be like, now Brian, when it comes to music, not everyone is good. But when it comes to trumpet, you suck! You know, lady, I'm 8 years old. I just discovered Velcro yesterday. Next logical step is in mastery of a brass instrument. Start with a triangle verse or something. I don't have kids. You're welcome. I don't have kids, neither should you. Let's face the facts, all right? There are enough people in this world, all right? If you have kids already, get rid of them. We don't need them either. We have reached our quota of children on this planet. There's enough. If you don't have kids, it's fantastic because you automatically reduce your carbon footprint by 50%. That's a huge number, 50%. Saving the planet. All these people out here buying electric cars and solar panels. I'm just pulling out. Every time I get laid, it's my own personal Earth Day. I get a personalized letter from Jane Goodall once a month thanking me for my service. Everybody shits on kids too, man. No matter what they do, even their own kids, there's like, ugh, this fucking thing that I made. They always shit on the next generation. Newest generations are always the ones to catch the worst of it. I mean, I think we're still on millennials. Are we still trashing millennials? Is that are we? Yeah. Millennials are like, yeah, they are. Thank you. The truth is, every generation sucks. Every single one. I'm from Gen X. Remember us? No, you don't, because we didn't do anything significant. Our biggest contribution was Fred Durst. Remember? We're supposed to do all this stuff. Remember? We're going to save the whales and the trees. And then we just didn't. Instead, we just got addicted to Oxycontins and started buying samurai swords off the television at 3 a.m., which is quite possibly the worst combination of things you can do. Like, let me see, I want something that can chop people's heads off, but I also want to drop it a lot. See you later, toes. I got roommates, and I'm 40. Not supposed to at that age. You have roommates at 40, you fucked up. And now you just surrounded yourself with a whole bunch of other people who also fucked up. Nice thing is, plenty of pills to go around if you need them. Short on Xanax that week? Don't worry, someone's got you. Someone has got you. Getting old. I haven't been in a relationship in over 2 years, and this is without a doubt the most money I've ever saved in my goddamn life. This is great. Like, if you're in a relationship right now and you have money problems, just turn to your significant other and be like, listen, I have to go. I'll be back when you're not a complete and utter drag on my finances, all right? Using my method, you will pay off your student loans in a single year. I promise you. It works that fast. I want to be in a relationship, though. I'm trying. I really want to be in a relationship. Because I need a real good emergency contact. I am in poor health, and that's going to come in handy one of these days. Because as it stands, none of my emergency contacts have a driver's license. Which I feel voids you from being an emergency contact. Because in the event of an actual emergency, what are you going to do? That phone's going to ring, you'll be like, oh no, Brian was in a terrible accident. Hope he gets better. Click, you've done nothing for him. All right, you guys ready to get this show started?